you could actually create a collective husband for yourself. Basically, I created a collective husband.
Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm living proof. No, you got to hang on. No, you got to be strong. Dreams can come true.
Hi everybody, I'm TJ and this is Baby Star. In today's video, I want to share with you a step that I took right at the very start of my journey of becoming a single mother by choice that really helped to give me the support that I needed throughout the journey. One of the advantages of being an older mother is that you really know yourself, and I know myself, I know what I need. I'm someone who needs emotional support. It's really important to me. And the kind of support that I need is, firstly, I really love to share. I love to share my feelings. Oh my God, the baby just smiled. I'm so excited. I want to tell someone. But I'm also someone who needs empathy. Like if something goes wrong or I'm having a challenge or I'm having a difficult time, I really need someone to say to me, I really get you. I really feel what you're feeling. I understand why you're upset. I don't really need solutions. I just need that empathy. And then the third thing I need emotionally is I need people to cheer me on and to give me encouragement. Oh, you're doing really well. This is awesome. You've got this. You're going to be fine. That's the kind of stuff I need to hear because my love language is actually words of affirmation. So I feel loved when people tell me that I'm doing well. So I knew that I needed someone to share things with, someone to give me empathy, and someone to cheerlead me. And my beautiful mother, who always did those things for me, she had passed away before I started this journey, and I didn't have a husband, I didn't have a partner. So I knew from the very beginning, I had to find a way to get that need met, or I wouldn't be able to do this journey of being a single mother by myself. I just wouldn't. And so from the very beginning, actually one of the very first things I ever did when I started my journey was to set up a support group for my close friends to cheer me on. And I actually set up a Facebook group called My Baby Village in, I think it was November 2019. I didn't actually invite anybody to the group till a whole year later when I started my egg donor, sperm donor journey. Even though I didn't invite anyone to it, I just needed to have it there. I needed to know that it was there in place for when I needed it. It was as important to me as knowing that my health was good and that my fertility was good. Knowing that I would have a place to share with a close group of friends was super, super important to me. And then what happened was I started my first round of IVF, which I did with my own eggs. And because I knew that it was such a long shot, it was, I think, 0.01% chance of success. I was 47 at the time. I didn't start that group, but what I did was I told my dad, my sister, and about 10 of my closest friends that I was doing this. And so when, I was doing my IVF shots and driving to the fertility clinic, which was 2 hours away, and all of that stuff, which I'll share in much more detail in other videos, I was sending text messages to this small group of friends. And they would all send me back replies, encouraging me, cheerleading me, giving me empathy if I was upset, just listening to me, holding space for me. And it was so helpful. And that was such a roller coaster journey because, as you know, it didn't work. I ended up having to do a second round with donor eggs. But I had these 10 friends who, I was really pouring my heart out to when during my 2-week wait, and when I found out it hadn't worked, that's really where I was going for my core support because I didn't have the husband, I didn't have my mother, and I don't actually have any family who live here, and I didn't have this baby yet. It was just me and, my close friends over text message. But the day that I made the decision that I was going to do a second attempt with donor eggs, that's the day I started using my Facebook group, My Baby Village group. I started inviting people to it. I think I invited about 30 people, 30 close friends into it. That might sound like a lot of people for some of you, but I'm someone who's very extroverted and I've lived all over the world, and I just have a very large group of close, intimate friends because I haven't been married and I haven't had kids. So I've had 40-something years to build a lot of deep one-on-one friendships. I guess it's the upside of not having had a husband. So from the very beginning, I had these 30 friends in this Facebook group, My Baby Village. I knew I was going to need support doing this thing. It's something not many people in the world have done yet. It's very unknown. I didn't know what it was going to involve. I knew there would be ups and downs, that it might be a roller coaster, and I knew I needed this emotional support. And I did regular posts in that group, every step of the way. When I chose my sperm donor, I did a post. When I chose my egg donor, I did a post. On the day when I knew they were going to fertilize the eggs with the sperm, which happened on the other side of the world in Arizona at the World Egg Bank, I got all my 30 friends in My Baby Village to send love to Arizona at the exact moment that my eggs were being fertilized. I just said, everybody send love at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, Australian time. was amazing. And then on the 9th of April, which is the day that this little embryo got put inside me, oh my God, this little person, I did a big, beautiful post in my Baby Village group asking everybody to send their love, send their energy, send their thoughts to me at the moment she was being put inside me. So it was just beautiful. And then, you know, I had the 2-week wait, which is so challenging. When you don't have a husband, you don't have family with you, I needed that support. So I turned to my Baby Village on Facebook and I was posting all the time how I was feeling. They were all cheering me on and giving me encouragement. It was so beautiful. I'm so grateful. And then when I found out I was pregnant, I did the most emotional video and I was just crying on the camera. And all my friends wrote messages, you know, in the Baby Village. And then through my pregnancy, I was able to do, you know, weekly posts. I didn't have to do it on normal Facebook with all these people who don't care about me. I just had my close people supporting me. And then as the year of my pregnancy went on, as I would go out into the world and more people realized I was pregnant, I started adding more people into the Baby Village. But I added them at the time when it felt right for me. And the criteria that I had was always, is this person going to be supportive for me? So I never added anyone into that Baby Village who was judgmental or who had opinions about being a single mother or who had opinions about being an older mother or who had opinions about sperm donors or egg donors or IVF or anything like that. I didn't add those people. I also didn't add anybody who was not empathetic. I only added people who were caring, warm, expressive, empathetic, cheerleading types. By the time it came to giving birth, I really had a group of people who were really invested in this baby and who really cared about what was happening and who really had put a lot of energy in over the last 9 months. And so as it came to the end of my pregnancy, I decided to set up a WhatsApp group so that when I went into labor, I wouldn't have to mess around with Facebook and I could just send direct messages to tell people I'm in labor. So what happened was my waters broke. My father was visiting at the time. He drove me to the hospital in the morning, and I remember making a video in the car and sending it to this WhatsApp group of 100 people and just getting so many messages of support. And in that first day of labor, which was really hard for me, I just remember constantly reading messages of support all day from these people. And I really needed that. I really, really needed that because I was really struggling. And then when I decided to have the cesarean, I sent a message to that WhatsApp group saying, guys, I'm having a cesarean at 9 p.m. tonight. This baby is coming. Please send your love and energy and support at exactly this time to this hospital. And I had 100 people sending love to her as she was born. And it just felt so symbolically right because I'd had like the original 20 people sending love as the egg and the sperm were fertilized into the embryo. And then I had support when the embryo was put into my body, and then I had the same thing, all these people sending love at the moment when she was born and pulled out of my womb and given to me. It was so beautiful. And then of course the next morning I sent them all pictures, and then since then I've gone back to the Facebook group, and now I do pretty regular posts once every couple of weeks just showing how the baby's growing and sharing my challenges and the things that I love and the things that are hard and getting support. It's just been so good. And the reason I wanted to share this is I know it's quite an unusual thing to do, to set up a sort of support group when you're going to be a single mother by choice, but it has made all the difference for me in my journey. And there may be some people watching who actually really also need something like this. Now, not everybody. If you're a very introverted person, this is an irrelevant video for you. You probably don't need this in your journey. But if you're an extroverted person, or you're someone who really needs to share your feelings, or you're someone who really needs cheerleading, or really needs empathy, or really needs just people giving you advice. I'm not someone who needs advice, but you might need a Facebook group, or your friends give you advice, or give you ideas, or give you creative suggestions. I'm just wanting to give you this possibility that you could actually create a collective husband for yourself. Basically, I created a collective husband. Everything I would want in a partner, which is someone to share my feelings, they share their feelings, we give each other empathy, we cheerlead each other, we encourage each other. I got that from my Baby Village Facebook group, and I'm still getting that from them. So I just wanted to let you know about this little strategy I had of creating this collective husband. As a Facebook group, you don't have to do it on Facebook. You might have some other thing that you use. I know there's lots of apps out there. You might even just do it as a good old group text message, a group cell phone message, you know, just do it. But whatever way works for you, even if it's only 3 people in your Baby Village or 5 people, set it up, make it an official thing, an official support group for yourself. Give yourself that gift, because it just can make so much difference, especially there's going to be moments in your journey where it's really hard. You know, IVF is a hard journey. It doesn't always work. And even when it does work, it brings up a lot of fears and a lot of doubts. So anyway, I hope this idea has helped you. Maybe some of you will implement it. Let me know what you think about this Baby Village idea or the support group idea in the comments. If you have any questions, ask me. And of course, please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you think that, you know, these kind of ideas and suggestions might be helpful for you. All right, guys. Little Munchkin's headed now. I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.
Oh, my love, it's you that I dreamed of.